this life, whatever you want to do with somebody, whatever thing you feel you want to do with someone based on business that will finally yield money, please make sure that you put it down on writing. Make sure that there are documents that back it up. There are signatures that are in place. Make sure that there are signatures that are in place. It is documented for future purposes. So why am I saying this? I'm bringing this story to you. This is a story concerning two couples, a husband and wife with family, a husband and a wife with family. Now, this is about for a while now. If you have noticed, if you're following the trend on YouTube and other social media, you will find out that Kenya, they are really, really trying in giving us village content in YouTube. So there's this particular producers, YouTubers, whatever I will call it, that are trending currently in African village YouTube channels in Kenya. Don't know if it makes sense. But in the Kenyan community, there's these YouTubers that are doing well. They are trending of recent. What happened? Why are they trending? These are the people I'm talking about. So the two couple are Leonard and Chalokush. They are the major producers. They got interested in what is happening in YouTube and they decided to open a African village, I don't know how to put it, African village community where they can be bringing out, showing people what is going on, the community in Africa, how they cook. So they got a channel which they named African Village Channel. What they do normally in that channel is to cook for the community that they find themselves. So what did they do? They contacted this other couple, Clarice and her husband. They went to them. It's a story. I'm going to tell the story and you give your own opinion what you think about it. So they went to these two couple and they were like, this is what we have. We have the money, but maybe we don't have the time because they are also farmers, according to what I'm seeing in their different individual channels. They are farmers. Maybe we don't have the time, but we want you guys in your home to be doing this. We'll be videoing it and we will be putting it online. You know. And this Clarice and her husband accepted. These are the other couple. They accepted and it started. Lynette and her husband, Chalokush, will bring out the money, they will fund the cooking, and Clarice and her husband will be in charge of the cooking, distributing, giving the children in their community, the women in their community. This is how they'll be running this channel. It's a very wonderful channel. It's up there. Very good channel. I like watching them from time to time. That is how I got to know about this. So of recent, I noticed that in that village, their main village, whatever channel, I'm no longer seeing Clarice, the face of the channel. That is what she and her husband obviously are. They are the face of that channel because since I started getting interested in watching that channel, it has been their face that I know on that channel. So I wasn't seeing it anymore. So one day I went back to that channel. I started seeing, since I'm a constant person on that channel, I follow them and I know how things are running there. I saw Lynette and her husband, Chalokush, you know, they have this caption that says, "Why we sacked." Initially, I didn't know. I thought the major people were that Clarice and her husband. I thought they are the owner. Even when they built their first home, how they cook, everything. Never knew that these are the owners of that channel. The face of the channel is different from the owner. You know, it's normal. This is business. You come, people set up a podcast environment. They employ people to run it for them, and at the end of the day, they get paid. So from the story, I heard that Clarice and her husband are just the face. They're the people that they come to. In fact, everything that goes on in their house, they cook in their house. They were living inside a mud house before they built their new house, which they are currently living in now. So I saw that Lynette and her husband were talking about why they sacked. I said, sacked? What do you mean by sacked? That means they were never the owners of that channel. That channel is a very big channel. So I started seeing this JT podcast guy talking about how Clarice was being used by Lynette and Chalukush, different dramas. He even went ahead to draft how that channel was reading $41,000 and Clarice was being paid, I think, about $300 or so per month while they channel you to so amount in thousands in a month. Why am I telling you? Make sure you document. There's a lot of feud now because Clarice, her husband, has opened up their own channel, which we are encouraged by some people. Since they are already into this, all they need to do is to continue and do what and be posting it in their own channel. People already know them, so people will equally come and watch and support them like they do because according to the guy, there were donations from people to assist the villagers as well as Clarice. So they can also be sorting fund to help themselves, which comes directly to them and not to Lynette and Charlotte. In the midst of all this, what I got from Lynette and her husband was that Clarice and her husband do not have that relationship as husband and wife anymore. The vibe of husband and wife was no longer in them. So therefore, they cut them off. They continuously quarreled. They have tried to make them have that same vibe that they had initially, which was helping the channel, helping the business, but it's no longer there. So shorten the whole story. Clarice and her husband are saying that Lynette and her husband keeps coming back to take the pots, the things that they bought for them, all those things that they bought for them when they were very much involved in the show. Now they are threatening and saying that if they keeps coming back to take those things, that they have no option than to sue them and tell them to bring down all the videos that they made, all the videos that have them in it. They should take it down. So from the look of things, I feel that there was no documentation. That's what I'm saying. Whenever you want to do anything, please make sure it's properly documented. I think these are just two family friends that decided to come together, but people coming together, coming in, third parties coming in, have made them to go their separate ways. So, what do you think about this story of mine? If you were to be in the position of Clarice and husband, and Lynette and her husband, what will you do?